Hello YouTube, how you doing? I weren't going to go live until I got home, but I thought, you know what, I'm going to go live. I'm going to do it this morning. I'm going to do it now while the going's good. I was going to go live and talk about Donald Trump, and some of you may have joined me today specifically for that, as I advertised it on a comment on a post on Sky News on Facebook yesterday. But I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk about Donald Trump and his alleged abuse of tax. No. No, I want to talk about uni. Yay, kids that have gone to uni this year. Yes. Oh, dearie me. Jack, good morning. Happy Tuesday. So I want to talk about uni. And the reason why I want to talk about it is because there are many students at university who have been told to stay in and isolate, and they've been literally locked in for their own good. And the amount of crying, whinging, whining children I have heard is absolutely staggering. Absolutely. Lee Jones, good morning, mate. So it's absolutely staggering the amount of crying I have heard, because we might not get to go home for Christmas. Really? Let's look at the bigger picture here, shall we, boys and girls that are attending university? This is the situation. There are hundreds of COVID positive cases within universities currently. And a majority of that is more than likely because you decided to go and have a drink when you got your results from your exams. Isn't that right? And this all ties in, it all links up, because you've got to think about how long it takes for the virus to incubate inside someone before showing symptoms, and then the amount of people you would have spread that onto before those people started showing symptoms, and so on and so forth, you see. And to be fair, there's a good chance you brought this upon yourself. And the fact that you're being asked to stay in where it's safe and you're moaning about it is absolutely beyond me. I'm confused. You literally have everything you need where you are, all bar student food, which, to be honest with you, consists of frozen pizza and ramen noodles. There are different brands. But this is what makes me laugh the most. I read a story yesterday saying that we're being kept in vile conditions. Let me get this perfectly clear, and let me make this crystal clear. The conditions you are living in university are the conditions that you are laying down for yourself. If you do not choose to live in those conditions, then don't live in those conditions. Do you know what it's called? It's called not living like a slob. If you have to live in a room with another person, for example, I've never been to uni, I don't know, right? But the conditions you're living in are literally set by yourself. So if you live like a slob, you are going to be living in a slob hole. That's the way it works. The conditions you are in are the conditions that you make for yourself. All the things you need, you have there. You don't need to go out and have a drink every day or once a week. You don't need to do that. You're literally being asked to stay in for a few weeks to self-isolate. You're being forced to isolate, basically, not just for your own good, no. You're being asked to stay in for your own good, your family's own good, your friends' own good, strangers you don't even know, people that are high risk. You're being asked to stay in to protect not just yourselves, but everyone. And you're crying about it. We can't do this, we can't do that. Think about all the thousands upon thousands of men and women who have been told this year to stay at home and not leave their front door. I was one of them. Many of you may know, I talk about it a lot, and I do need to stop talking about it, but I'm going to use it as an example. There have been thousands of men and women told literally not to leave their front door for their own good, for their own safety, for your own safety. And did they moan about it? No. Not to the media anyway. Do you know why? Because it was for our own good. It was. And I believe that if they have to start bringing in the shielding initiative again, I welcome it, because it would help protect people who are at risk. And if that means me again, then do you know what? So be it. Because I'm not taking any risks with my health. And yet you're being asked to stay in for a few weeks and get an education. And there's people saying, I want a refund. Really? You're literally getting your money's worth as far as I'm concerned, because if you're paying for accommodation, you're paying for a course at uni and you're already there, technically you should be paying more money for the amount of time you're there. You want a refund for what? Not being able to go out and have a drink with your bum chums? Seriously. You uni students, as far as I can tell at the moment, are supposed to be the future of this country. You are literally supposed to be the people who are going to run this country 20, 30, 40 years from now, and you're crying because you can't go out because you're locked in. You're locked in because there's a virus and you're the ones who spread it, you dozy pillocks. Seriously. You get on my nerves. You really do. You're moaning because of something that you helped cause. If you're not part of the solution, you're definitely part of the problem. And you've been part of the problem for a while. And now you're moaning about it. And you're supposed to be future leaders of this country, people that have to make decisions on behalf of everyone else. You don't even know what you want for breakfast half the time. And what makes it even worse is that by the time all of this finishes and there's a staggering unemployment rate, because people have lost their jobs because of the pandemic, you lot in university are going to end up coming out severely overeducated with nowhere to go. So you're the ones who are going to have to fill in all the jobs that no one else wants to do. There's food for thought. Anyway, there's my rant over. I want everyone to have an absolutely cracking Tuesday. Love you lot. See you later. Mwah.